What is up, Texas A&M Aggies fans? IndyCar Timm here with your Texas A&M Aggies Daily Blitz for today. Thursday, November 9th, it is Mississippi State week as the Aggies prep to take on the Bulldogs at Kyle Field on Saturday. The main focus of the Aggies at this point of the season, as the season really, as far as any success to build on, that's pretty much out the window at this point as the Aggies sit at 5-4. They still need one win to be bowl eligible, and that, of course, is the goal, as he has stated recently. Jimbo Fisher says, we just want to be bowl eligible now. And it seems like such a defeat for the Aggies, for such a team, for such the roster they have, for the goals that really have been set out before the Aggies for before every season since Jimbo's here, really. And, the disappointment never does seem to stop with Jimbo. And apparently now there is talk of a hot seat situation for Jimbo, regardless of the $70+ million buyout. Don't know that it'll happen after this year. He may get another year due to that buyout situation, or maybe just the higher-ups with the Aggies think that maybe he's still got something. Whatever the situation is, he's still here for at least 3 more games. And this weekend, it is the Bulldogs at Kyle Field. So the Aggies still need, as we mentioned, one win to become bowl eligible. They have missed out on bowl games the last 2 years. In 2021, that was because they just flat out didn't qualify. Last year because they flat out did not qualify at 5-7. In 2021, of course, the 8-4 record qualified them, but they had to decline the invitation to, I think it was the Gator Bowl. I don't remember what bowl. It doesn't matter. Because of the, I guess, COVID, players were sick and they didn't have enough people to play the game, so they had to back out from that. So it's been 2 seasons since the Aggies have played in a bowl game. Jimbo Fisher would certainly like to end that streak this year, and he would like for that 6th win to come against Mississippi State. And who wouldn't? The Aggies are heavily favored. 17.5-point favorites are the Aggies against Mississippi State. A lot of that probably has to do with the fact that the Aggies are at home. They do play better at Kyle Field. A lot of that has to do with the fact that the Bulldogs just flat out suck, to put it, bluntly. Not that the Aggies don't suck, but the Bulldogs suck probably a little bit more. Mississippi State 4-5. A win over the Bulldogs would also prevent the Aggies from falling to 500 at 5-5 on the year. That would be a huge embarrassment considering the talent that's up and down this Aggies roster. If the Aggies do end up losing, of course, then you have 2 more chances to become bowl eligible. The most likely of those would come next week against Abilene Christian at Kyle Field before you go on to finish the season against LSU on the 25th. So, will the Aggies be bowl eligible? Yes. Does anybody care? I mean, I guess we get to watch another game of Aggies football, right, before the season's over, if that's what you care about. Whatever the bowl game is, it's not going to be what we thought, what we wanted, what we anticipated, what we hoped for at the start of the season. As that's just the way it's gone this year. That's the way it's gone the last 2 years, and it is what it is. Max Johnson is expected to start as of today, Thursday, as we head into the weekend. He got the crap beat out of him against Ole Miss in the 38-35 loss last week. Seemed to be on his butt on every play. Saw him noticeably limping throughout the game, shaking off injuries throughout the game. The dude's a warrior. I've said it all year. Connor Weigman probably will not return for the rest of the season. There's no point in him coming back, regardless of if he's able to, health-wise, injury-wise or not. Just there's no point in it. Let Johnson finish out the season here. And, the Bulldogs, they're riding their own 2-game losing streak here against Auburn and Kentucky the past 2 weeks. They're not good. They have the 66th ranked passing defense, allowing almost 200, just shy of 230 yards per game through the air. And we know Johnson is proficient. This passing game's been a lot better. Last week in the loss to Ole Miss, he threw for 305 yards, along with, I think it was a touchdown and 1 pick. So Johnson should have a field day if the offensive line can give him any kind of time. And I believe that will happen again. Mississippi State's not very good. So the offensive line will look a lot better against their defensive front and should give Johnson plenty of time to get the passing game going. So we'll see. We'll see. Prediction-wise, if you guys want a prediction for me, it is Thursday. I usually do this on Friday, but I'll go ahead and do it for you. My prediction for Aggies hosting the Bulldogs. Give me Aggies 37, Bulldogs 20. How you like that? 37-20 Aggies on Saturday. They will become bowl eligible, and we will be celebrating a win. I'll probably be back with a pregame right before the game's at 6:30 on Saturday Central Time. I'll probably be back Saturday at some point during the day before the game to do a little quick hit preview for you, and then as well as the famous Daily Blitz post-game Aggies show. Whether it's a win or a loss, we'll come on here immediately after the game. I'll record it, publish it, get it out there for you very quickly so you guys can commiserate with me or celebrate with me. Whichever the case may be, hopefully it'll be a celebration. So that's what we're looking at, Aggies versus Bulldogs this week. Again, I gave you the lines. Aggies favored by 17.5. Your total, 43.5 if you are a betting man. The money lines, Bulldogs plus 650. Aggies minus 16-13. Don't bet the Aggies to win because you're not going to make any money anyway. It's not a good risk reward there. We'll be back Saturday with your pregame quick hits. I'm IndyCar Timm. Until then, boys and girls, we'll see you.